Welcome to your daily focus, May the 27th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's turn to the cards. We have the Sun in Gemini. We have the Moon in Pisces. If we're looking at the numerology of the day, it would be a 17, which becomes an 8 energy. So I like the 17 energy with the Pisces moon because it's about dreaming. It's about making the impossible possible. It's about that belief. So follow your intuition today. Allow yourself creativity or moments of creativity or inventiveness, either in your thoughts or your actions. Oh, I had them upside down. So we're just going to give it a fast once over here, guys. Sorry. You know how I feel about the deck being upside down. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say for us today. The Knight of Cups appears. Oh, what beautiful energy. The Knight of Cups appears. This is about love. This is about compassion. This is about beauty. This is getting together with people and loving the moment. I see like sitting under the apple tree with the picnic basket and the big blanket laid out, and close family or friends or soulmates or partners sit next to us, and we just enjoy each other. Now, the Knight of Cups is in the deck, as far as I'm concerned, the knight in shining armor, so it could be a beautiful romantic day. It could be a day where it's about taking that deep breath. It's about enjoying each other's company. It's about having compassion, having empathy, sending it out and receiving it in. Judgment. Judgment sits in the middle. We're decision making. We are, it's time to get off the fence. We could be looking at, especially when we start with the relationship card, we could be looking at our relationships, how they have evolved, how they nurture us, how they fill us with a sense of maybe completion or groundedness or strength or courage. See what the third card is here. Look at this, the King of Cups. It's definitely a day of looking at our relationships, bonding with people, loving people, and asking ourselves some key questions like, are these the people that support me in the good times and bad? Is this the person who has my back? Is this the person that I love with all my heart? Is this the person that I am willing to compromise and sacrifice for? Is this the person I can give up control to in some aspect of my life where I'd like somebody else to have the control? Or where it's needed sometimes? Control isn't always a bad thing. I'm perfectly content with somebody else taking control of taking out the garbage each week. So I'm good with that. You can take that control away from me any day of the week. So don't always think of it in the negative terms when I say control, because it does have that negative attachment to it, and I don't want you to get that. But we are making some decisions today. Knight of Cups, King of Cups with Judgment in the middle of... maybe this is a day where we need to forgive, or we need to release, or we need to surrender, or we need, we need that connection. And we need to feel strong in those connections. So today perhaps would be a beautiful day to get together with somebody that you want to. It's a best friend, it's a lover, it's a child, it's a parent, it's a friend, it's a coworker. It's maybe a group of people within the community. Because the King of Cups, I didn't even go into him. He's kind of like the dad in the deck as far as I'm concerned. The stereotypical dad. The dad that made sure that you were okay, that you were planning for your future, that you were thinking forward. You know, who are you going out with? How much money do you have? Who are you meeting up with? Where are you staying tonight? Are you happy? What are you going to do? Where is that going to lead you? So our action plan and understanding it. And, as the moon leaves Pisces, I think as early as tomorrow, it will move into Aries and it'll be more of an action plan, ourself and going forward and the pioneer in us. So today is a beautiful day to just back it up a little bit if possible. I know for everybody, Mondays can be a challenging day to stand back and relax, but a cup of coffee with a friend, a walk in the park, a telephone call. And you're looking at what relationships you are gravitated to in order to feel that groundedness, that maybe it's a release, maybe it's a forgiveness, maybe you've been being too hard on yourself, maybe it's tearing down that wall that you've been holding up, kind of keeping that person at bay, but you want to let them in. It's those kinds of things that we can work through today and be very successful, I think, with where we go forward within that relationship. Judgment sitting in the middle is definitely asking us to come to some decisions, some realizations about the relationships we are in and if they are healthy. But I see here with the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups that we're really going to be looking and are centering our attention on our healthier relationships, not so much the negative relationships. So you could also ask yourself what relationships didn't come into play that you thought would. Let's get Nature's Whispers here. So making the impossible possible, when I said that earlier, um, it could be where you just didn't think you could mend a bridge within a relationship. Now, if we're talking mainly career, job here, this is about your passion. This is the love of doing and being realistic about what it's actually going to open up for you in your life forward. So seeing how the passion and the love of it also brings in some kind of security. So sometimes we love, if you make something, let's say you make something, but oh, you hate to charge people, gosh, No, it's about taking that thing that you make, that you create, that somebody goes, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Can I have one? And charging them for it so that it's paying your bills. So it's paying for the material you use. It's paying for your time that you spent. And how dare you, I must say, give it away absolutely free. It has a value. And it might not be money they give you. It might be something they do for you in return. And understand that balance needs to be there. And you need to... So it's your passions and your dreams, but also what kind of security does it give you? What kind of strength does it give you? What kind of new opportunities can it open you up to? Renewal of peace, 13. Renewal of peace. It goes so good with the Pisces moon, doesn't it? It's important to maintain peace with all aspects of your life. Mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and obviously within relationships today. Inner imbalances can often manifest in our daily life if we don't take the time to take care of ourselves. It doesn't matter whether or not your imbalance is a negative one. Be optimistic to the point of believing yourself to be invincible. Can also lead to many challenges. So it's about feeling your strength, but being humble at the same time. Feeling your strength, but also being humble about your strength at the same time. But using it, absolutely. Don't hide it. Allow your inner power to heal and return to being peace filled. This will assist you and make you stronger. So take time to allow yourself breathing room, happiness, giggles, laughter. And I got that giggle again, and so many people told me, that I tried that giggle thing and it works. Oh my goodness! And all you do, and it's scientifically proven, is, and you might want to do this in your own privacy of your own home or abode, but you just giggle. You giggle for absolutely no reason. You just produce the sound of a giggle. So you just and just start giggling. I have a cold, so now I'm gonna cough. Um, and just start giggling, and it raises your energy. It raises your vitality, and immediately start to do something constructive. Maybe it's organizing, making a list. Maybe it's brushing up your resume. Maybe it's cleaning out a closet. Maybe it's making that phone call to that friend that you want to talk to. But use that energy when you raise yourself up. Keep it going. It's like that little quick start, right? It's like turning the crank a whole bunch of time, and all of a sudden that engine fired, caught and fired, started up for you. The spark from the plug flew. So it's scientifically proven your mind cannot stay in a saddened or burdened or redundant state of some sort. If you start to giggle, it automatically has to switch gears. It automatically has to go with what you're doing. So it is a beautiful way of just quickly raising your energy if you must. Sing your song. Sing your song. Look at that. So beautiful. Where are you, little bluebird? At the wrong side of the book. That's why. Butterfly and bluebird. It was my dad's birthday, May the 25th, on the weekend. And he's passed now 16 years. But I know he's very close to me. I have no worries of that. I know he's happy. I know he's doing well. I know he still loves me. I still love him. But he would have been 99 had he lived. But the reason I say it is because I do truly believe that when I see a bluebird, it's him just sending the strongest of messages to me. A big spiritual hug to me. Sing, create, express, respect. A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Isn't it time to listen to the song in your heart? Bluebird tells you that you've been hiding, and now it's time for you to sing whatever song you feel. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a happy tune if you are feeling sad. You need to honor your emotions and express them. However, Bluebird would prefer that your song turn to one of happiness and higher emotions. So it's about raising our energy once again. Not to turn off emotion, but sometimes we just find ourselves, we just don't have any up and go or get up and go, right? And so start giggling for a few seconds, raise that energy, get going. But sometimes, the sadness needs to be expressed as well. Absolutely. I'm not trying to pull that away. Absolutely not. Honor your emotions and express them. However, Bluebird would prefer that your song turn to one of happiness and higher emotion. Bluebirds are gentle, non-aggressive creatures that tend to avoid confrontations and are patient with other kinds. If a bluebird feels threatened or upset, it stands its ground and defends itself and its own kind. Bluebird has shown up in your reading because it feels as though you have allowed others to take what is yours, and now it's time for you to stand strong. The situation could have just arrived, or it could have been an argument or something perhaps that has lingered for years in your life. Respect what is said. Know you need to respect your own stance too. Don't shoulder another's problems if they're not taking the same responsibility. It is important to be patient and kind with your words. You have nothing to explain or defend. This is your life. By following the song within your heart, you will be guided. Any frustrations, any conflicts arriving in your path are there to teach you a patience, a love, a forgiveness, and make sure that you are truly listening and not becoming misguided. Because bluebird is the color blue, it is often associated with the throat chakra and creative expression. Pick up a musical instrument, a pen, a paintbrush. If you feel you can't vocalize the song in your life, maybe another creative way will help lift up that song so that you can finally sing your song. So, yeah, step into your passions, your dreams, your desires. Step into those things that you like to do. See if there is a way of it actually bringing in some sort of groundedness or income, or maybe it's some kind of trade. Maybe it's, you make little hats for the premature babies at the hospital or something. Those little tiny hats or something, and you give it away, and you know that every parent and every nurse and every person in some way notices the hat and sends you a love back. I mean, what kind of beautiful energy is that to get from making something so simple and needed? So, what do you make? What do maybe you can bake. I mean, we could just go on and on with the list of things that you could do, but it's about looking at the beauty of who you are. It's time to sing your song. It's time to not worry what other people say or think as much as what your heart is telling you to do. It's about making the impossible possible today. And this could be very much relationships and growing relationships, understanding what relationships are the strongest in your life, which ones maybe need some kind of forgiveness or surrender or release or some kind of compromise. And how we truly want to go forward. And it's about the positive relationships today. It's a very positive day for us. And remember to giggle. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.